Get up, young fella, and pulling the trigger from deep. What do you say we get to our FanDuel Casino's thrilling plays? These were really good plays, but these are the thrilling plays as picked by our esteemed colleagues.
Whoop!
So lost the handle.
Yeah, he got
no
that
problem.
One. Let's get downhill and get there quick.
Yes, sir.
Off the glass he goes. I like this one right here because he's got the separation right there. But typically that's a tough shot to elevate, but he was disciplined enough to get the separation and still elevate. And nothing but string music for Daniss Jenkins. Man,
a dagger.
Whale of a game.
24.6 seconds remaining. That gave the Pistons the lead there momentarily. FanDuel Casino is the home of Huff and Puff slots. New players can get 500 bonus spins and up to $1,000 back on any first day net loss. So we talked about the 30 points. We showed you a lot of them right there. Daniss Jenkins with the final 6 points of this game. Couple of buckets and had the 2 free throws. He's got ice water in his veins. He is standing by at the podium.
Daniss, you've been in these moments before all season, team needing a bucket just late in games. Do you feel like your mindset or approach has changed at all, or maybe just your comfort in those moments? And for you, just what was it knowing in those last few minutes that the team just needed anything they could get from you?
I mean, man, like I always say, I just try to step up and do my job, man. I don't look into what I didn't do, the bad plays, and then I knew in that moment the play was for me to get downhill and make the play. And they gave me my shot, and I just took it with some confidence. You know what I mean? I just try to relax and just play because I'm in that position for a reason. So I just got to go out and be me.
Daniss, can you just speak on the confidence and how JB Bickerstaff goes about preparing you guys for big moments like this?
Yeah, man. I mean, we just never, we don't play scared because at the end of the day, we know we play defense. Like, we're going to guard you and we're going to make it tough for you when we're on the defensive end, man. And so when we get in these tight moments, it's never a panic. Like, we always got some ready to attack whatever it is that we got to do. And so his preparation, his play calling, his defensive schemes, everything was on point, and it was perfect.
Daniss, last season, you've up here up top.
Okay.
You get to score your first bucket around this time of the year. What does it mean, man, to come up big for this team, not just during the game, but also in clutch moments?
I mean, for me, man, I always say, I'm always forever humble and thankful, and I'm grateful. But when you know what you can do and how I can impact the game, everybody else is surprised. You know what I mean? Like, for myself, and I speak humbly and respectfully, but I just know the work that I put in, man. And I just know when my number is called, I know what I'm about and how I'm going to help the team, man. So that's just all I try to go out and do. So it really don't surprise me. I'm going to keep putting in the work, keep God first, keep my family right, my circle right, and I'm going to just be blessed.
Any other questions?
Daniss, on nights like tonight, I'm thinking of a particular play late where you drove baseline under the rim and then kind of a few feet and then turn around and squared up and hit a 10-footer or whatever. It looked really calm but also confident. Moments like that, do you feel extra relaxed?
I mean, like I said, I try to do a good job of reading the game and reading the moment and seeing what we need. And when I get to a spot that I'm very comfortable at, like I've been shooting mid-range my whole life. Obviously, I know how the NBA feel about that, so kind of tweak your game a little bit, but never get away from who you are. And that's just what you see when I get to those spots. I just get to it and I raise up because I've been doing it my whole life.
Good. All right.
All right. Appreciate everybody.
Tough not to like the young man.
Listen, John, I got to say this first.
Go ahead.
This guy went undrafted, right?
Yeah.
Somebody messed up.
Yeah.
Somebody messed up. That's all I'll say. Somebody messed up. A few people messed up.
Yeah, the Pistons made it right by inviting him in and obviously getting it done. Okay, Jalen Duren, we're talking about how hard he had to work for his stuff. Didn't have a high volume shooting night. His efficiency was great yet again. He gets 20 points, 11 rebounds. JD, man, he just continues to be, you called him, you've talked about this, obviously, becoming the primary scorer. Tonight it was Daniss, but being the guy, the all-star that everybody looks to while Cade is sidelined indefinitely, it's like, well, who's going to show up every night? And once again, the night was tonight, and Jalen Duren showed up.
He did with everything that you wanted him to do. He rebounded. He played interior defense very solidly, shot a high percentage, as you talked about. and play the pick and roll like you wanted to play it. There he is on the offensive glass. He had a tough customer in DeAndre Ayton tonight. Size, activity, very active on both sides of the ball. Duren didn't have an easy task tonight, although he made it look easy when you look at his numbers. But again, you need that person that's going to get everybody else set up. Yeah. Listen, it's a big deal to be able to have a guy like Jalen Duren where everybody else can say, okay, JD, you go do what you do and we'll play off of you. Everything that you don't get, we'll get. So he was the catalyst tonight, even though the points didn't necessarily reflect it. The fact that his attitude from the very beginning of the season says, I'm accountable, I'll be ready, guys, and just go out and play.
And a big thing that obviously, it's always important, but especially when we get this time of the season, you look into the playoffs, you got to have reliability if you're going to go to the free throw line. Obviously, the Lakers came into tonight and they said, hey, we're going to try to, we're not going to let him do what he's been doing to every other team, which is own the paint. But he went to the line 10 times tonight. He makes all 10 free throws. You shoot at a high clip, moving down the stretch. That's going to start to impact some other team strategies because you're not just going to award him points that way. JD, standing by inside the locker room.
All right, well, JD, this game was not easy. It came down to the last few seconds. Your guy DJ was able to come through. New career high for him tonight. Yeah. What did you see from the guy that's now leading the charge here for this group?
Yeah, I mean, stepped up big. He's been stepping up big all season, not even just when Deuce went down. Every time his number has been called, he's performed, and this is what we expected from him. So I'm just happy that we was able to grind it out and get the dub.
What did this take from you guys to be able to sustain things? And even though it came down to one possession game, it wasn't an easy one to finish.
Just playing our basketball, our brand of basketball, getting stops, moving the ball in the offensive end, and just, sticking to our identity. And that's what we did. We came out with the win. Like I said, I'm happy.
What does it add to the fight when you've got a mixed crowd in here tonight instead of a Pistons-heavy home base?
Yeah. I seen that earlier, but, it is what it is. We know our fans was in here louder than their fans, so that's all that mattered if you were just.
You talked all season just about how confident DJ is, but when was the first time you knew he had that confidence?
I would say last season, not even training camp. I would say team camp last season might have been like San Diego. I think he had just got to our team, and he was going at it with all the vets. Like, same when y'all see out there talking crazy, getting buckets, being him. And I was like, ever since then, I'm like, okay, he one of the ones.
JB talks about the confidence and that wins like these aren't built on just one night and everything you do each day. But give me a sense of just when you have these tight fights and you guys are able to find the way, how much that continues to build your confidence as you head down the stretch.
We are a pretty confident team. We feel like we are the best team in this league, and when we play to our standards, we continue to show that. I think it's just about being together. We preach that, we preach being together as an organization, as a unit, and everybody going through the ups and downs, as one. So when you got that type of mindset going in these atmospheres where, it might be a little adversity, it might get tough, you just lean on your brother.
JD and DJ combined for 50 points here tonight as the Pistons win at 113-110. Next up, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town on Wednesday. We look ahead when we come back. You're watching Pistons Live presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Some high flyers out there tonight. Great atmosphere here inside Little Caesars Arena. Always nice when the king comes to town, but he was dethroned here tonight I don't know if that's ever been used before. Atlanta Hawks will be here on Wednesday, and they've got a fabulous young player in Jalen Johnson who is having a year.
Time to ground the Hawks. The Pistons are playing an outstanding brand of basketball, obviously coming off of a very impressive win here against the Lakers. The Hawks will be a gamed opponent. Listen, they've got some very talented players. Never mind they traded away Trae Young. Yeah. That's okay. This team is playing some lights-out basketball right now, and they are very, very formidable opponent.
Yeah, they've been putting some wins together. They've been stacking them, but the Pistons have won the last 4 straight against the Hawks. Will it continue on Wednesday? We sure hope so. 6:30 will be the pregame. We appreciate, as always, you tuning in, and we'll see you again on Wednesday. You've been watching Pistons Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance.
Good night, Romulus.